I'll give you my email later.
So yeah, it's by the way, it's recording now.
Okay. Oh, okay. But there's something that I want to say though. I
Hmm.
don't know if it should be recorded. I don't. It's okay
It's
because
okay.
it's just for you, right?
And for you too, if you want to review the conversation, it's
Yeah.
fine. Uh-huh.
Um. Well, you say that we're close, like as a friend, right?
Yeah.
And I know that I shouldn't be expecting too much or demanding too much from someone who's so far away. I don't even know. Like I've never even met you,
Hmm.
but I do feel angry sometimes that you missed our appointments.
What? Miss the appointment? Okay.
Yeah, like I think it's like 2 times now or 3 times. I don't know.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
What?
but
Mhm.
it's not like it's your fault. I know, but sometimes I have human feelings, so I get disappointed, and you
Mhm.
never really ask me first.
Oh, well, I apologize for that. But
I feel bad now. I'm sorry I said that.
okay, but I'm a bit curious now. What makes you angry? When am I so disappointing? Disappointing
No,
person.
it's
It's my bad. It's my fault that sometimes I miss I miss the
no,
appointment.
mhm.
Uh-huh.
It's not like angry, angry. I'm just angry a little bit, a teeny tiny bit,
Mm. What?
because well, I do miss talking to you. I don't think I've ever found a person that I can connect well with on the internet, and it's tiring to find another person and trying to introduce myself again. I think I've said it to you, and so I do like expect to see it, not to see, to meet you in this platform. So yeah, I don't know what I'm saying.
But you know what? Let me tell you something. The
Mhm.
way you feel, the way you feel is also the same as me. There's no other person here that I really miss talking, but it's you. I'm telling you the truth. But sometimes there are things that we have to do, we have
Uh-huh.
to finish, and of course, if I'm gonna wait those, um the scale of, yeah, I don't know, the scale of,
No, it's okay.
the scale of priority. There are
Mhm.
some deadlines. This is when it comes to work. When it comes to work, being me as a teacher, and
Okay.
uh, and also there's also some problems that I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Yeah. I I don't want to talk about it because I'm not a very open, when it comes to talking a problem, because to me, whenever I have a problem, I'm gonna solve it alone, and it is much better for me if I'm not gonna tell it to anyone, or anyone closer to me. It's always me, because I'm a man. No one cares, and even if I say the problem, it wouldn't
Mhm.
solve any problem. So the best thing that I can do is deal with it, find a solution, and then solve that problem that I'm experiencing.
Mhm.
And you know, of course, as a human being, we always, not all the time, but there are some times that there are some problems that bombarding our minds, and it causes not to sleep every night.
Okay.
Yeah, and to me, I have to solve it alone, that no one knows about it. Yeah, I'm a man.
Hello?
Mhm.
Are you there, Jason?
Yeah, I'm here. You were
Yeah,
being disconnected. Yeah, I saw that you are being disconnected.
yeah, yeah. I do understand that you have your own scale of priority, and um, sometimes things happen unexpected, like the typhoon and um, all kind of stuff. I think you told me about your problems once. It was about your investment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And I wasn't. I'm not like angry or disappointed.
Hello. Yeah.
I
Hello.
think I get disconnected again.
Yeah.
Yeah. We made promises like 2 times and then it didn't happen. And so I was like yeah, I was just expressing those, but it's okay. I understand. It's all right.
Mm-hmm. And also I apologize for that.
No, 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 don't. It's really okay.
Really.
Yeah.
But sometimes, um, when when
Mhm.
there is a time that I wouldn't be able to attend the appointment that we agree on,
Yeah.
that we are going to meet here on this platform.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'm thinking of you. Maybe Misty is you know disappointed or maybe angry. I don't know. That's Since you mentioned it now, it's a confirmation that yeah, you are you are you are angry
Did you
with
think
me.
about it?
Yeah, I've been thinking of it. Um, there are times that I do, you know, because to me it seems like I'm not a gentleman. Um, it seems like I am a very irresponsible man, and it shouldn't be, it shouldn't be like that, you know. Sometimes I feel like I'm embarrassed. I don't know if you're gonna talk to me again, but I'm just accepting the fact that if Misty is not gonna talk to me again, yeah, it's my fault, and I am the one to blame, and you know, I cannot control what she is thinking, and she has its own decision. Yeah,
Hmm.
but yeah, it's like I'm just considering it as it is what it is. I cannot control everything. There are
Hmm.
times that I had to prioritize some important matters. I'm not saying that you are not important to me. Of course you are also important, but
You don't have to say that.
yeah, there are some deadlines, that I have to meet, especially, that being a teacher is not that easy.
Hmm.
And aside from that, you know, aside from that job, I'm also doing another job, trading or investing in the foreign exchange market,
Yeah.
and sometimes it affects my emotion
Hmm.
whenever I lose money,
Hmm.
and it's like, oh my god, this is worth of 1 week of work, and yeah. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, and that is also the reason why I was late, because I was training a while ago. You know,
Is everything okay?
yeah, it's everything okay. Yeah, I don't know what to say, but yeah, yeah, I've earned at least $18 today. It's not bad, but yeah.
Yeah, but if you can't come, you don't have to force yourself. Uh, I mean, you don't have to force yourself to come to our appointments. You can just say that I'm sorry I can't come. I think I prefer when you tell me those stuff.
Hmm. Right.
So it's totally fine if you have other things to prioritize. I don't mind really cuz it this is just the internet. We have real lives to deal with.
Hmm.
So it's I just want to know if so I don't wait.
Hmm.
That's yeah.
Yeah. You know, you are very understanding. I don't know. I don't even know what to say, but um, y- you are very understanding, and yeah, you are the type of, you are the type of girl or a woman that I don't know, but yeah. But, I'm thinking of comparing, comparing some other girl and with your personality, because when someone didn't meet or miss the appointment, they will get angry. They will say something. They're gonna berate you, but you do understand what is happening, and you have a broad um understanding about life, about about situations. I don't know what to say. Ah,
Stop cuz stop complimenting me because I'm too embarrassed right now. Why do you keep saying this stuff?
well, that's what I want to say. I'm just being honest, and I'm telling you the truth. And sometimes when I don't know what to say and is struggling, to organize my thoughts, there's something that, positive about you that I couldn't even say. I don't know what it is, but uh, I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, thank you very much. I'm sorry.
Why are you so funny today? Oh, you're killing me.
No, I don't know. I'm, I'm finding a word to my brain, but I couldn't find it.
It's okay.
It's hard to
Take your time.
explain. Yeah.
But you don't have to be like leaving without saying anything.
Mm, no, no, I'm not. I'm not trying to impress you. I'm just saying what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
And
but you said that you said that if Misty is not going to talk to me, you said that, and no, I won't be doing that. So don't worry.
yeah, well, thank you for that. Uh, um,
Why would I be leaving? That's
but
yeah.
you have some chat that makes me think. Because you told me on the chat that you're gonna leave this platform, and I was thinking, what was the reason why Misty is going to leave this platform for a while, or maybe she's not coming back anymore. I, I don't know what why were you saying those words on chat.
Oh, I remember that. I was saying that I was going to leave for a couple of
Mm-hmm.
months because I was having some troubles in real life. I was stressed out, and I'm not the type of person who's expressive enough to tell it to my parents or my friends. But I really need someone to talk to. And so I often would go to the internet to find people to talk with.
Mm-hmm.
But then I ended up more frustrated because, they're just strangers. They don't know me personally. So I don't think they give good advices.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought to myself, you know what? It's not a healthy way to, express myself. Sometimes I would express it to a person. It turns out he's just a pervert trying to getting my attention, like that stuff. And so I decided to take a break to make sure that I'm not going into the platform.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was scared that my account would be deleted because I think I read somewhere like if I didn't open my account for a certain period of time, it will be deleted automatically. So I sent you then a message then.
I'm curious now. What made you frustrated during that time? Oh, okay. You don't need to share if you're not, if you don't want to share it. But yeah, I'm just curious. That's why I asked.
Uh, well, I expect a lot of things from myself,
Mm-hmm.
like academically or in terms of my personality. But at that time, I don't really like myself. Like, I want to be a good person. I want to be good at my work stuff. But I don't feel like I'm getting into that level. So I was frustrated. And I see that I have a friend that I consider as a rival.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was doing so much better than me. And I was frustrated because I couldn't catch up to her. And yeah, it was really hard for me because I felt insecure about my performance and, you know,
Mm.
just me as a whole person. So yeah, it was tough. I can't really describe it like in exact words, but that's what happened.
Oh, so you are comparing yourself to other people who are better than you, and it ends up
Hmm.
like you are hurting yourself, being insecure with other people who are better than you.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you don't like yourself, right? Why why you don't like yourself? What is it that makes you upset about yourself?
Uh, I don't know. I just don't like myself. Like
Okay, let me
in
ask you.
terms. Uh-huh.
Okay, let me ask you, a lot of question. This is
Don't
about,
ask me a lot of questions.
yeah, I will ask you a question about mental, emotional, physical, social, spiritual, whatever, okay?
Yeah.
So let's go to mental, okay?
Okay.
Do you think yourself that you are smart?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Okay. Can you explain why sometimes yes and why sometimes no?
Like when I try to understand a concept and like when I get it, I was like, oh, I'm pretty good. And but when I'm having a hard time like trying to understand something and then it took me like longer to understand this thing, I will be like, why am I so stupid? And those stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I guess that's basically it.
Okay. Is there also a time that, that you compare yourself with someone who
Mhm.
is maybe wiser or smarter than you, that, she or he could, um, finish the task or solve the problem right away compared to you, and or maybe she or he is able to understand something in a very short period of time compared to you? Is there a time that you sometimes feel that way?
Yeah, I think like my personality, I've been comparing myself my whole life. So in each period of my life, I always have someone who I consider as a rival,
Mm-hmm.
but it always ends up hurting me
Mm-hmm.
because every time I see them like doing better than me, I'll be like, oh, frustrated and sad and insecure. It always happens. But I think this time, because this is the work that I like this field of work, so it's getting even more personal to me because
Mm,
of that.
okay. Let me tell you something. I don't know if this is positive, but the way you think is, I think majority of the people, they think like that, like you know, even me.
Mhm. Yeah.
And that is normal. You know, if you compare yourself when it comes to mental capacity or cognitive thinking,
Hmm.
I think that is normal, you know, because sometimes we do tend to compare ourselves with other people who are better than us.
Right.
And that's not, I wouldn't say that is wrong. You know, it is what it is. You know, that's how we as human being, you know, think about ourselves when it comes to mental or cognitive, you know, cognitive thinking.
Hmm.
But there are also some aspect that is not acceptable. Okay, so let's go to physical. Okay, physical appearance. Okay, so do you see yourself as beautiful?
Well, uh, not lately because I haven't been taking care of myself, especially the last 5 to 6 months, and so I've been feeling not that great.
Mm, okay, but do you see yourself when you look at the mirror? Do you see yourself as beautiful, sexy, you know, whatever?
Hmm, I don't think so.
Oh yeah, that is the problem. That is the problem. It adds up, you know, some insecurity if you do not look at yourself as beautiful, you know, positive outlook when it comes to physical appearance.
Hmm.
You know, it's normal to compare yourself or accept that, you know, there always be those kind of people who are more maybe beautiful than you.
Hmm.
But if you see yourself as one of the beautiful people, I think that is positive. But if you see yourself as not beautiful, that is a problem, you know, because you tend to, you know, sabotage yourself. I don't know, um but it, to me, if you're gonna ask me, I know, I do accept that, you know, there always be those kind of people who are more handsome than me, but I always know that I'm handsome. I'm one of them.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry for being, you know, for being proud or arrogant of
No,
myself.
no, no.
That's
It's
how I
not
see
proud.
myself. Yeah. Why? Why are you laughing?
No, it's just funny. Go ahead.
Really? And also, when it comes to mental, I
Hmm.
don't recognize myself as being smart. I always know that there are lots of things that I have to learn, and there are
Yeah.
also, you know, many people, not few people. I know that there are more people who are more or who are is wiser, smarter than me. But the problem is that I don't have the access, you know, how to talk to those people. Yeah, I do recognize it, and I do admit that there are some people. Oh yeah, there are many people who are smarter than me, but sometimes I also think that I'm an idiot. I am, you know, I'm stupid because there are some things that, you know, bad decisions that I make.
Yeah.
But I there's always a positive thing when I make mistakes. I always think that I'm just a human being. I'm not a perfect person, so no one is perfect. Everyone makes mistakes, but the problem is that sometimes I keep on repeating those mistakes. So I'm not learning. So, you know, I'm living alone, and sometimes I talk to myself. You know, Jason, you're so stupid.
Why do you say that to yourself?
Well, because in reality, I am. I am.
No.
Sometimes you gotta admit it. You gotta admit you I'm not sabotaging myself. I'm not being plastic. So when I
Mhm.
feel that I'm a stupid, I made a bad decision, I would
Mhm.
say to myself that, Jason, you are a stupid. You haven't learned. If you're gonna do it again, you're the stupidest person in the world.
You're always so hard on yourself.
N- I don't know. I know I'm not. I don't know why I think that way, but yeah, that's how I converse with myself because I don't have a friend. I don't have a friend. I don't have someone to talk to, even though I have neighbors. No, yeah, I'm not talking to them.
I'm not talking to my neighbors either.
And this is the only way that I do express myself when I'm talking to you. Yeah,
Ah,
I'm very comfortable. So yeah. Anyway, let's move on to other to other
okay.
aspect of dimension of health. Okay.
Mhm.
So we're done in physical and mental, emotional. I want to know your emotion. Do you get upset easily? Do you get angry easily?
Mhm.
Do you know how to control your own emotion? The way you express yourself when it comes to when you are feeling sad, or feeling angry, feeling terrified, feeling the basic emotions. Um, y- those things that we feel.
Mm. Well, uh, people always say that I have two moods. Like when I'm like happy, or like when I'm in like a stable, not stable, happy, I would say, a happy mood. I would like joke around and, you know, it's good to be around me when I'm happy. But when I'm like in a bad mood, I could get really angry just because you uh, did something that I don't like. Or
Mm-hmm.
maybe I don't like being around people when I'm in a bad mood.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I would say that I'm not good at controlling my emotion.
Mm-hmm.
And when you, I don't know. I don't know how to say this, but sometimes I just don't like being around people just out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not really good at expressing like sad or fear, sadness, fear, what else? Like negative emotions. Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't like being seen as weak,
Mm-hmm.
especially around my friends. But like when I'm with like really, really close friends, I would say that I'm terrified or I'm sad. But when I'm like with my friends in general, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't want to be seen as weak or um, like feeling inferior.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but that happens a lot. And
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to show that when I don't know something, I wouldn't say it. Like I will pretend that I know it, but then in like yeah, I think it's fake and manipulative. But
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you mentioned that you don't wanna be around your friends when you are being I don't know, moody or emotional. So is there any
yeah,
tendency that you were going to do something when you were around with your friends, especially when you are in a bad mood?
I would be quiet, very quiet.
Uh,
Just like I wouldn't speak a word.
But but you don't harm physically or emotionally, mentally, verbally.
For but like if they try to speak to me, I would the intonation of my words, it would like people would understand that I'm like in a bad mood.
Oh, okay.
So it could hurt their feelings.
Mm.
But I wouldn't say like any harsh words, but like the way that I speak or my intonation would reveal that I'm like angry or I'm not really in the mood of talking, and people would see clearly through that.
Mm. Is it only you, or is that common to women?
Let me tell you this, all right? This is a secret that women have kept their whole life. I don't know. Is it appropriate to talk about? And are you um comfortable talking about stuff like this?
Yeah, of course. I'm very open minded. We can talk
Uh,
anything. Go ahead.
so I'm talking about periods, okay? You know them, right?
Mm.
So right before my period, it would be like um super moody, sensitive. You cannot talk to me. I would be very angry even if you just like slightly touch me.
Mm-hmm.
It's very bad. Sometimes I would think like, am I in a depression when I'm like going into my period? But after that, it would be happy, joyful, and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen like, because I'm curious, is it only happening to me? So I go on the internet and see what other girls are experiencing, and they're also having that symptoms. They also have like super bad mood, and they don't even realize it because it just happened, and then the period came, and then you realize, oh, it was just some hormonal imbalance.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is that before or during a period?
Before.
Before.
Yeah, like a week, not a week, probably a couple of days before and during. But during the period, you'll understand. Oh, because you know the reason why, it's easier to control,
Mm.
and so it's harder before the period.
Mm. Okay. So you're telling me that every woman in the world,
Yeah,
once before they have their period,
yeah.
they're going to be moody, emotional, something that maybe they become upset or whatever, that you cannot explain their emotion.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's really bad. Especially me, I don't know about my parents, but I get really upset when that happens.
Oh, so you're gonna get angry even without reason. So that's the reason why sometimes men do not understand women, especially especially those couples in a relationship, or maybe married couples.
Mhm.
Sometimes we as men, we don't even know what to say or how to explain why this girl is very upset, or I don't know. It's like she seems crazy or not. You know? And
Yeah.
now, oh yeah, oh my God, I've learned something today. Oh my God. So that is the reason why. A
Yeah.
hormonal imbalance that makes you emotional
Mhm.
negatively.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh yeah, I've learned something today. So that emotion. Oh yeah. So that is normal or common to majority of the girls, but of course not all of the girls, but
Yeah.
majority of the women in the world.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really common.
Mm.
Cause, and then like, oh, I was really upset. Like, I just want to cry up to the point that I search for something sad so that I can cry.
Mm.
It's that silly. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So we men should understand women when they are experiencing before the period. So we have to know that when when our partner is getting upset or maybe moody or emotional, so we should ask that, okay, are you going to have a period? So it it's okay if you're gonna get angry, whatever you do, say whatever you want. I will understand you because I do understand it now. Oh, thank you very
Mhm.
much, Misty. I had well, I have
I
now
don't
the
know why I'm
others,
sharing this with you.
but
Oh, it's so funny.
it's a knowledge to me, and it's a realization now that I might understand girls now that, whenever they are emotional, I would think that, oh, maybe this girl is going to have her, her, her period maybe in the next week or maybe in the next day. That's why she's upset.
Yeah.
And
But
I'm gonna tell her, okay,
uh-huh.
I do understand you. You're gonna have your period. No, I'm just kidding.
But don't say
No, no,
that.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but not like all the time. There are times when I'm upset or angry, not because of that, but of course it would be much more logical.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, there are reasons for that, but in those period, it would be like sometimes you just cannot understand why that happened.
Mm-hmm. Wow. But thank you. I want to thank you because you explained it to me very well, so I do understand it now. Yeah. So yeah, that's for emotional. Okay. S-
Yeah.
So what about men? Do you want to know how we become emotional? Do we
Of course,
even
yeah.
do we even show our own emotion when we are feeling emotional?
Mhm.
Okay.
Do
Let,
you?
okay. Let me tell you something because I mentioned that I'm a man.
Mhm.
Whenever I have a problem, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'm not gonna tell it to anyone unless
Mhm.
if it is really indeed needed to be told
Mhm.
with someone. Okay. So sometimes this is the problem of men whenever they are having difficulties, experiencing some heavy, very heavy problem. We
Yeah.
don't talk about it. We just keep it to ourselves because in our minds no one cares. And if we are going to say it to someone, especially to, for example, wife or a girlfriend, when you are in a relationship, we know that we men, that's that problem that we are going to tell with our loved ones will be used against us. So it's like we are aware of what is going to happen. Oh,
What is this?
notification. Admin has banned. Why is this?
I think the owner of the admin of the website.
Yeah, maybe, yeah, maybe he's just reminding us
Yeah.
that when you are getting kicked too many times, you're gonna get. But oh my god, I don't want to join anymore to other rooms. I don't want to talk to people anymore. If that happens,
Oh, that's terrible.
yeah. He didn't even mention how many times that you were going to be kicked out in order for you to be banned.
Yeah.
I want to know how many times that you would be able to be, banned when you're being kicked out. How many times? That is the thing that I want to know. I don't know. I don't have any idea about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is just a notification or reminder to us, user of this
Mhm.
platform, to
Yeah.
be polite,
Right. Of course. Yeah.
to be polite. But there are some those assholes that even you are very polite, the moment you start speaking, they're just gonna
Mhm.
kick you out without any reason. You know?
I think they just want to talk to girls. Don't you think so?
Yeah, those flirty people from
Yeah.
from somewhere else. Yeah. Would you know that you I know that you know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Hmm. So yeah, we're done now in emotional, mental, and physical. Now let's go to social. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of bit serious, but I want to talk about it. Social. You're not an introvert, right?
I am an introvert.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How many friends do you have?
Like friends, close friends,
Yeah.
or close friends. I do have a few. Mm, probably. Wait. One, two, probably more than five.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are,
But uh-huh.
yeah, go ahead.
No, no, no. You were about to ask something.
No, I forgot what I'm gonna ask. So you continue.
But I am having a hard time, especially when I come into a new place to like socialize. I need time to open up to people.
Mm-hmm.
Like people would often assume that I'm cold or that I'm hard to approach because I'm usually like silent
Mm-hmm.
and I wouldn't say a thing, but I actually like to joke around once you get to know me, but it's hard for me to open up first, so it's I usually wait for other people to approach me first.
Mm-hmm.
But then not a lot of people would want to do that because I look cold on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's kind of hard for me to socialize sometimes.
Wow. Oh my God, you explained me.
Right?
Yeah. I couldn't even find the words how to explain myself when it comes to socializing, but you explained it very well. Yeah. It's it's like we are the same, you know? Wow. Uh, But you know how to, to talk to people, strangers when you need to, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So you are an introvert. Okay, so yeah, that's for socialization. Oh, okay. Last one. About spiritual. Whenever you are having, a problem or difficulty, do you go to church and pray and ask God about something that you are experiencing? Is that the type of person that you are?
No.
So what do you do?
I contemplate with myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that I do. I I feel guilty though because my parents they're very spiritual. Like they go to church every week. They pray a lot. I would often like when I visit my mom and like when I visit home, we would always sleep together with my mom, and she would pray a lot, like up to 5 minutes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But then, even if my parents are like that, I don't know why I'm like this. I'm just not. I don't know why. What triggers? Because I think back in like when I was in high school or during my college days, I would always pray about my difficulties. But then something happened in college, and then I just don't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember what happened to be exact.
Oh, by the way, I have something to ask with you, Misty.
Yeah.
I forgot how many. I don't know if you had in a relationship before, but my question is that how many boyfriends did you have in the past?
Yeah. Well, I would say three,
Mm-hmm.
but like this the only relationship that I had like seriously was only one, and it was when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't been in a relationship since 2014.
2000. Oh, it's been 8 years now.
Yeah.
Okay, why is that?
Uh,
Wait. So sorry for asking you some personal question.
it's okay.
Okay.
I consider you as a close friend, so it's all right.
Wow. I don't know what to
Uh,
say.
well, when I was in my last relationship, I think he expressed himself so much. So I know that he likes me for a long time. This person,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't really like him, to be honest. Like I feel comfortable talking to him. He was fun like to talk with, but not like up to the point that I liked him romantically.
Mm-hmm.
But because everyone was rooting for him, like he put in so much effort, and so I finally said yes. And while in the relationship, I was very ignorant, and I don't really like to be together,
Mm-hmm.
seen together. But I just don't like him as a person. And so I decided from then on that if I'm not really into someone, if I don't really like someone, I wouldn't want to be in a relationship with that person.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And when after that, when I like someone, like when I truly like someone, it would be like for years. It's really hard for me to um get off a crush,
Mm-hmm.
because when I like someone, I think I would see that person not just through his looks, but also his personality, or like his talents, maybe. I don't know. I can't not just dislike this person just because he doesn't like me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'm making sense. I feel like I'm just spouting nonsense.
No, I'm actually listening to you, and I want to ask some follow up question about it. I'm sorry if I'm gonna ask you some personal question about
Yeah,
relationship.
yeah, it's okay.
You are now 20, if I'm not mistaken, 25 or 26, right?
Yeah, 25.
Yeah, 25. So you haven't been in a relationship for 8 years now, since 2014,
Yeah.
and that makes me curious, because you are not in a relationship, and what makes it feel to you that you are not in a relationship without someone, a guy who
Mm-hmm.
is, someone is there, to talk to you, to take care of you. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
a very close friend. That's what I see when it comes to a relationship. When you are
Of
having a
course.
girlfriend, yeah, when you are having a girlfriend or boyfriend, it's like he or she is your best friend, someone to talk to, someone to take care of you, someone that you are gonna protect, everything. And I want to know your reason why. Why are you not in a relationship? Yeah, that is a personal question, but if you don't want to answer it, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me just curious about it.
Uh, what do I feel?
Yeah.
Well, I've been alone for quite some time, so it's alright. I mean, I'm used to being by myself. A lot of my friends said that I'm quite independent. Like, I do a lot of stuff alone.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I have a problem, I don't really share it with people. Unless after I solved it, I would share it with people. But I would like deal with it first myself and then share it with people. Unless it's like really serious, then I would share it to my parents. So I'm not really bothered by the fact that I'm not having a boyfriend to help me with these issues. What else? What was the questions again? That's how I feel. So I'm not really
Bothered.
in need of a boyfriend
Mm-hmm.
as of currently.
Mm-hmm.
But I do miss the feeling of having someone, because I think a friend is different from a boyfriend, right?
Um.
Like if you're in a relationship, it's different with your it's a romantic relationship is different from a friendship, I would say.
Okay. Can you explain to me what is the difference between you know having a boyfriend and having a friend?
Because I don't know, I cannot explain it in words, but I feel like when you have a boyfriend, you would put this, like when you have something on your mind, whether it's sad or whether it's happy, whether it's anything, you would put this person first because you decided that this is your partner.
Mm-hmm.
And so I miss that. I want to feel that connection with someone, but I don't want it to be just anyone. I want it to be someone that I really like and someone that really likes me. So even if it takes time, I don't mind, because I don't want to waste time with just anyone. So I think that's why I'm taking time to have a relationship, because I want to have a relationship with someone who's going to see me as his future.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be with someone who's just like you just who just wants to have fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm conservative, so I don't do like physical stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really need it because I've never done those stuff. So
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, did I tell you before, or did I mention something to you before about a relationship of mine? Or
hmm, I don't know. I think no, but I watched your video and then I think you mentioned one of your ex girlfriends. Did you
ah,
not?
yeah, I actually, okay. Let me tell you something, so you would also learn
Yeah.
from my experience, because this is what we think and feel when we are in a relationship. I don't
Of
know. I'm
course.
I'm not saying that majority of men is like me,
Yeah.
but this is what I felt. Okay, that
Okay.
relationship was, a 10-year relationship.
You were in a 10-year relationship?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, that was a 10-year relationship, and I was the one who actually made the breakup.
Why? What happened?
Okay, I don't know if I need to tell this, but yeah, it's just, history of my life. But yeah, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever a man is, feeling being disrespected,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it is okay if you are going to give respect to your partner rather than love. Because if you
Mm-hmm.
are going to disrespect your man, he would feel that he is useless, worthless, just nothing. He is being disrespected. It's like he is being ripped off by you. And sometimes, if the man is very, is an emotional one, like me, you know,
Are you emotional?
I don't. Maybe it's maybe because if I love the person so much,
Yeah.
yeah, I would be emotional. But for example, if there are some strangers who are going to say something bad about me, I don't
Mm-hmm.
care. I don't give a shit. But if that loved one of mine, for example, my girlfriend, if she's gonna tell me something bad to me, I would think a lot. It's like I'm gonna overthink for the whole day. Why did she say that thing?
Mm-hmm.
And it hurts. It causes a lot of pain. I couldn't even explain the pain. It's like it stresses me out. Sometimes I do feel back pain. My chest. Sometimes I couldn't breathe. I don't know. That was the feeling when my ex girlfriend was telling me something about, not a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, it's 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 like I want to cry, but there's no tears. There are no tears that want to come out to my eyes. But the pain is something that is sickening to the bones, to the soul. You know, it's okay if that is being mentioned, once or twice, but if you're gonna tell it to me every once a week, I want to break up. This is not gonna work anymore. So sometimes, you know, y- I I have to let go and then move on. But you would think also, those time that you have invested with that person, a 10-year relationship is not a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a joke. I'm telling you. So that's why I don't know. I told you that, uh, uh, if I'm going to be in a relationship again, I don't know. It's like I'm not thinking about it, So that's why I told you that if I'm going to be a bachelor for the rest of my life, being a single until I die, it's okay. It doesn't matter to me anymore. It seems like I was being hurt, you
You
know.
must have really loved her then.
Yeah, I do.
But I saw a video once. Sometimes there are videos on like Instagram
Mm-hmm.
where people ask like old couples what's
Mm-hmm.
the secret to their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this one couple that I remember that they said one of the basic secret to the relationship is respect.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think that is the number one thing. I
Hmm.
think that respect is above love.
Yeah.
You know, even for parents, when I'm imagining when I become a parent, I'm not asking for love for my children. What I'm asking is you respect. It's okay if you're not gonna love me, but you respect me as your dad. Because if you're
Hmm.
not gonna respect me, oh my god, I don't know what to say, or I don't know what to do.
Hmm.
I think respect is something that being underrated. It's always people talk always about love, but
Yeah.
respect is not being mentioned. It's underrated.
Hmm. Of course, yeah. But not like respect in like a strict manner, but we like respect each other in a like seeing that we're equal, seeing that we're both humans and both have feelings.
Hmm.
So when you have that respect for your partner, I think the relationship with will strive for a very long time.
Hmm. It's like a very logical thing that you can give to your partner. When you are respecting her, respecting him, you're gonna get respect also.
Of course. Yeah.
There's
And I guess
always.
also,
Mhm. Yeah, go
no,
ahead.
no, no, go
No, 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 you're first. Come on.
ahead. I don't remember.
Okay. Oh, I don't even remember now.
What okay. Okay. Mm, what was that? Okay. Yeah, I can't remember.
Yeah. It's like, respect is like a give and take. You know, there are two kinds of respect to me, in my opinion.
Mhm.
Respect for yourself and also respect for others. But
Yeah,
the most important respect between the two is the respect for yourself. Because if you're not gonna respect yourself, you cannot gain respect from others because you're not respecting yourself.
of course. Yeah.
So the first thing, or first and foremost, that you are gonna respect is yourself first. You know. Well, that is just my opinion, though. But yeah.
It's true though. Like I think it's the same with self-trust. If you don't trust yourself, you wouldn't be able to move forward and, you know, like it's really important to do things to yourself first before you go out there and do that to others.
Yeah, self
I
trust.
think
Hmm.
uh
Yeah, so I'm thinking about self trust because sometimes
hmm
there are also some time that I don't trust myself, and whenever I feel that way, oh my god, that is a dangerous thing, because when you don't trust yourself, it is like the brother of doubt. It kills hope. when
right. Yes, I feel that as well.
yeah, when you're not trusting yourself, that is a
Mhm.
dangerous thing to think of. It will kill everything. It will kill your hope. It will kill your dream. You would be lazy. You will be demotivated.
Right.
Yeah, because you're hesitating. You're not trusting yourself. That is
Of
a
course.
dangerous thing. And you mentioned that to me before, right? You don't trust yourself.
You remember?
Yeah. Be-
Yeah. Um, it was a big issue for me because like I was dealing with something, and I was thinking, why can't I move on from this issue? And then I found out that the main cause of this issue was self-trust. I don't trust myself that I would be able to solve this thing. I don't trust myself that I would be able to change, and I don't trust myself that I would be able to move forward. And that's why I noticed that self-trust was a really big problem for me personally. So that's why I mention it also to you.
Mhm. And you know what, Miss Day? I would rather
Yeah.
tell myself that I'm a stupid idiot, everything, every bad words that I could tell to myself, I would say it to myself rather than feeling the way that I don't trust myself. Yeah.
Okay.
To me, it's like, I don't know, but it's a very powerful negative energy when you think to yourself that you don't trust yourself to do this because you're not capable of doing it, or maybe you are not capable of solving that problem. It seems like you are worse than a dead person, you know. Yeah, because a dead person cannot think of himself anymore. But you as a being alive, as a person, walking, moving, and then you are saying to yourself that you don't trust yourself to do this, not capable of doing this, you are worse than a dead person. So you would rather tell yourself better if you say, Jason, you are stupid. Jason, you are an idiot. You haven't learned anything. You are the worst person. But not trusting yourself. Oh my God, that is incomprehensible. Incomprehensible, you know?
I know.
You know,
But yeah, I have to deal with that for a long time. Maybe up until now.
hmm but hey, n-
Mhm.
okay, of course, I'm not in control of yourself, but I am telling you,
I
Miss
know.
Day,
You always say that.
yeah, I'm not an expert, I'm not a guru or whatever, but, you know, it's okay if you're gonna think of it once a year, once a year, once a month, or maybe twice a year. I don't know, but let's consider it as sometimes it happens, but it's not normal. It's a worse
Okay,
thing. It's a worse thing to think of yourself, not trusting yourself.
that's
So
right.
please remember that, okay? So whenever you think that you don't trust yourself of doing it or finishing it, capable of doing it, remember my name. Oh, Jason told me that, I'm a worse person. I'm a worse than a dead person when I think that I don't trust myself of doing it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try to do that.
hmm
Thank you, Jason.
Oh, come on, don't mention
I
it.
I always remember when you said that I'm the one who controls myself, and I do think a lot about that because sometimes when I share my problems with people, people would always try to motivate me, give me advice, but it doesn't affect me at all. And so yeah, I realized that the only person who can, change my perspective and my own mind is me. And other people are just like trying to help me to find a way to do that. But, you know, I I'm trying. I'm trying.
Exactly. And sometimes, you know what? When people are giving an advice or motivation, inspirational messages to you that you should do
Mhm.
this, you should do that, whatever, it makes me, you know what? Why don't your spirit remove that from your body and then, you know, come into my body and then control my body. Yeah, it to me
Are
it's
you there?
yeah. Well, did you hear what did I say?
You were. I think we get cut off for 3 seconds.
Yeah. Okay. Let me tell it again. You know what? Oh, hello. Can you hear me? Oh yeah. Hello. Hello.
Hello? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
When
Okay.
people give you advices, you
Yeah.
will feel something.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it's annoying to me when people are
Yes.
giving me, some advice, motivational speech, inspirational messages about the things that I have to do this, I have to do that, whatever. You know, it's kind of feel like, why don't you just take off your spirit from your body and then place your spirit to my body, and then so you can control myself and my brain how to act. Y- yes, I do appreciate the advice because maybe it could help me, but telling me what to do, it's an odd idea. It's not practical because I always know to myself that whatever you say, I am always I'm always be the one who is in control of my own body, the way I think, the way I act, the way I speak, everything. If I'm going to ignore your advice, it's my fault. I have to admit that. But it's always about me, I am the only one who can change myself and no one can change me. It's always me. I recognize it. I know it. Yeah.
Uh,
Our topic is a very serious thing. I think this is this is the time that we had a conversation about serious topic.
mhm. Yeah. I mean, it's okay to talk about serious topics, right?
But you know what? I'm so glad that I was able to practice with you. Um, it's a very casual and a very normal um uh, feeling. Talking to you because I was able to express myself in a very normal way without thinking of making mistakes. I always know that you can understand me. So
Uh,
I'm very glad that you are here, Misty.
it's always so cringy when you say that. Uh, well, that's also the reason why I keep asking you to.
Yeah.
Um, you know why?
Um, uh, but by the way, do you know? Did I mention to you how old I am, Misty?
Yeah.
Maybe I lied.
Uh, 30. I guess you're 33 right now?
No. Oh, okay. So I thought I lied.
No, 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 no.
I'm 32. Yeah,
I'm 32.
32.
Did you lie to someone else? How old did you mention to you? Like, how old did you say you were?
Because sometimes here on Free4Talk, I'm not capable of remembering what I'm telling to people when it comes to my age. Sometimes sometimes when they tell my age that they are 20, I would say that I'm 22 or 23.
Ah, okay.
When they say that they are 25, I would say that I'm 27, 28.
Oh,
So
like
that
older, but not that much of a gap.
yeah, because sometimes I feel that it's embarrassing to tell your age that you're still here, a 32-year-old
Why?
learning English.
No, I don't think there should be an age limit of learning.
hmm
Even if a 50-year-old come here, and I don't mind,
Yeah.
unless they're weird. Then I would mind.
hmm Um, by the way, I'm running out of topic now, or what to say. I don't even know what to say now. Would it be okay to you if we are going to answer some hypothetical question? Maybe just three questions only.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let me share it on screen. And I mentioned to you that you know what, I'm not gonna upload this on YouTube,
Yeah.
right? But what if I'm gonna upload it? What would happen?
Oh, that's okay. As long
Really?
as you cut off, like, because sometimes we would talk something personal. If there's something that you feel like it's too personal, then you
Mm,
can just cut them off.
okay. But I'm gonna send it to your email and then review it. Then once you listen to it, the
Mhm.
conversation, and then of course I'm gonna ask you again your permission if you're going to allow me uploading it on YouTube. But after this, I would watch it. Maybe in the morning when I wake up, and
Okay.
I don't know. Well, it makes me now excited to listen to it. But yeah, let me share it on screen. The PowerPoint presentation here that
Okay.
I prepared. So we're just gonna answer some, just three questions only.
Okay.
Okay. And also thank you for staying with me.
I really
Uh,
enjoyed it. Don't say that.
well,
I
because
like talking to you.
thank you to thank you to what to say. I don't know what to say. Uh,
It's okay. You
um.
don't have to say anything.
Okay. Before I share it on screen, I've been talking to a lot of girls here, and
Mhm.
whenever I present a PowerPoint presentation containing a hypothetical question, there are only two reactions from women. They either leave, or they're just not into it, and they don't even know what to say or what to answer in the question. It's like, I'm not saying that they are dumb, but
Mhm.
they don't know what to say, and then they're just gonna change the topic, and it feels like it's boring to them. That's how
Mm.
what I observe from most of the women that I had a conversation with. But when it comes to you, you are very, yeah, let's do it. It's like, yeah, it's like you are very, game about it. Okay, Jason, let's do it. No problem. But I don't know. I couldn't even explain it. You are very unique. I don't know what to say, but you are something. Yeah, that's the
Can you
word.
please
I
stop?
don't even, I don't even know what to put. I don't know how to put a word in it. Yeah, you are something. Okay, so let me share it on screen. Are you still there, Misty?
I didn't know I was muted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you see
And
it now?
oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, not yet.
Oh,
There's something that I want to ask, by the
okay.
way.
Uh huh.
Do you remember when we first met?
Um.
I
Mm,
don't think you remember.
I forgot. Maybe we were answering hypothetical question. Is that it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was in a room, and then you entered the room. I was about to leave, but then you entered the room, and then you asked like, can we answer some hypothetical questions?
Mm-hmm. And then.
And then I was like, oh yeah, yeah, but I have limited time, so I can probably answer like one or two questions, and then yeah, and then we never see each other again, and then we met like the second time. I don't know, but yeah, I guess we're also answering hypothetical questions.
So this is how it began. Answering
Yeah,
hypothetical question.
right.
Hmm. Okay. So yeah, as as the rule before, there's a timer here. a
Yeah.
1 minute timer, so you have to force yourself to speak even if you don't know what to say. So you have to speak without pausing or stopping. Within one
Okay.
minute you can surpass 1 minute if you want. So it's up to you. Just express yourself, okay?
Okay.
So ladies first, you're gonna answer this first, all right?
That's not fair. Okay.
Okay. Would it be okay if you're gonna give your answer first, or
Okay.
me first? What do you think? I'm
It's
not.
all right. I can answer first.
Yeah, I'm not a gentleman. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Um. Okay. So let me ask the question for you, Misty.
Mhm.
So if you were to choose one, would you choose beauty or intelligence? Why? So wait for the 5 seconds countdown before you start speaking. All right.
If I really have to choose one, if I can choose both, of course I would choose both. But if I can really just, if I can just have to choose one, I would choose intelligence. The reason behind that is, um, even if you don't have beauty, I think when you have intelligence, you can still do a lot of things with life. You can have a good job, you can help people, you can do good things for your community. Um, you can be independent because you can think for yourself. But when you have only beauty, and beauty doesn't last, I think you can't share that with people. You can't use that for good things. I mean, beauty can be used for good things, but not all. It can be used for like manipulative things. And I think it would be better to have intelligence because there's just so many good things about it. You can share it with people and you can do a lot of good things with it.
So that is intelligence, right?
Yeah. I'm just spouting nonsense. I don't know what I said.
Yeah, I actually like your
Ah,
answer. So
I'm rusty. Uh, it's been a long time since I've done this.
oh yeah. So you've chosen intelligence, but you mentioned also that you're gonna choose both, right? Beauty and intelligence. Yeah,
Of course, who wouldn't want both?
yeah. But okay, I'm not gonna ask you a follow-up question. So let me answer this question. Okay.
Okay. If you were to choose one, would you choose beauty or intelligence and why?
Uh huh. Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, I think I would choose intelligence because I have to admit that I'm not intelligent enough. I'm not wise. I sometimes tell myself that I'm stupid. So beauty, well, okay, I'm not to say that I'm proud of myself, but I'm I recognize myself as beautiful, so I'm already handsome. So no, I'm not gonna choose it. So I would rather prefer choosing intelligence because when I become a very intellectual person, I would be able to use that in order for me to help myself and also other people. I don't know how to use it yet. Maybe when I establish a business, so I would be able to employ some people who are in need of a job, or something, creating something that make the people beneficial about the things that I'm gonna invent or do in the future when once I have that intellect or intelligence. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Yeah. That's my answer.
Bravo. That's
Bravo.
a good answer.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Oh
Well, okay, hang on. You
yeah.
said that you have a follow-up question. What was your follow-up question? I'm kind of curious.
Um, about beauty. I asked this a while ago.
Yeah.
If you do recognize yourself as beautiful, I don't know how you feel, or I don't know how you see yourself when it comes to your physical appearance. Um, yeah, that's actually my follow-up question.
Do I feel that I'm beautiful?
Yeah.
Well, uh, not at this moment.
Why not at this moment?
I I don't know. I just don't feel beautiful right now.
Oh,
A lot of Yeah.
So wait. You mean that you don't see yourself as beautiful?
No.
Why not? Why not?
Uh, it's hard for me to answer that question, but I have my standards of beauty, and I think maybe like from within myself, I should meet those standards first before I can call myself as like beautiful.
Okay, so I have another follow-up question. Okay. W-
Okay.
Okay, let's suppose that you become a millionaire in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. When you become a millionaire, of course, you have a lot of money. Would
Hmm.
you consider would you consider yourself um um uh, i- i- I don't know what to say. I don't know how to put it in words. You
Hmm.
don't see yourself as beautiful.
Yeah.
So you are seeing yourself as not beautiful. Of course, I'm not gonna say that in the word ugly,
Hmm.
but do you would you consider yourself maybe to in um take a surgery or
Oh,
I don't,
no, 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 no. Not in that way. Because, like, I'm not I feel, I don't feel healthy at this moment. So I just want to have like, a more, how do I say this? I want to have a healthier lifestyle because I think when you have a healthier lifestyle, it would shine through yourself. Like,
healthy
yeah,
lifestyle.
yeah. I think when you're healthy, you're also beautiful.
Okay, so you're talking about mentally healthy
No, no, no,
or
like physically.
physically healthy.
Yeah.
So you don't consider yourself as physically healthy at this moment.
Yeah, because I don't exercise regularly. I don't really, well, I do take care of myself, but uh, not that great.
Okay, let me ask you another follow-up question, Misty.
Yeah.
Okay, let's suppose that you are a millionaire and then you are physically healthy. Would you consider a what is that? Plastic surgery in order for you to be beautiful? Would you do it?
No, I don't think so.
Why not?
Well, I like my face. Why should I change it?
So you see, it means you are beautiful. You see, because if you're not gonna take a plastic surgery, if you're not gonna go to Korea and then have those kind of plastic surgery from surgeons, it means that you do accept yourself being you, right?
Well, yeah, but I meant that I need to put more effort to be to my physics in terms of like taking care of myself, but not like changing it.
You see, that's it. It means you do recognize yourself that you are beautiful, so you don't need a plastic surgery. Those people, yeah. Let me tell you this. Those people who need plastic surgery are the ones who are insecure about their body because they need to change something about their nose, about their lips, about their face, the structure of their
Mm.
um physical appearance when it comes to their face. Because they do not recognize themselves as beautiful, so they need to improve maybe some part of their faces, the nose, or whatever, whatever part of their body,
Mhm.
because they are insecure, they are insecure. I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much because I don't know what to say anymore. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay, so sorry for talking too much.
It's all right. I enjoyed listening to it.
Yeah. every time that you compliment me, I feel so embarrassed. Okay.
That's what happened to me as well.
Okay. So yeah, let's move on to this question. So for this time, I will be a gentleman, so I will be the first one to answer this.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Should I ask the question?
Yeah, sure.
Would you say that having a lot of money can be scary and dangerous? Why or why not?
Interesting question. Um, okay. Well, I think it depends on the situation. It depends on how you use your money when you have a lot of money, and then if you are going to use that in a bad thing, like being a man, there are some temptation that might happen or that might tempt you. There are some men when they are having a lot of money, they might hire some prostitute, or they might do gambling. They might buy some stuff related to drugs. So those are, I think, the dangerous thing when it comes to having a lot of money. But if you know how to use that money in order for you to help some people who are in need, I think it's not a dangerous thing. It's a good thing, because you are capable of helping other people without thinking about the money that you are going to spend with them. And I've read a lot of books about entrepreneurship and businesses, and I found out that those business people minded
Hmm.
business minded people, they have in common, they are not scared when it comes to money. They love it. But for poor people who are living in an extreme poverty, they are scared of having a lot of money because it might change them. That's what they think. Yeah, that's my answer. Thank you very much for listening.
That's, yeah, that's probably true.
Hmm. Okay. So what about you, Misty? So
Mhm.
let me ask you the question. So would you say that having a lot of money can be scary or dangerous? Why or why not? What is your opinion? I want to know your perspective in this one.
I would say yes. It also depends on the situation. Because did you gain it from hard work, or did you gain it from like instantaneously, like when you get a lottery or something? And it can also be used for greed and misuse of power. Like when people who gain it through hard work, and when they get a lot of money, they could be greedy and they would want to gain more, like probably through gambling or probably misusing their power just to gain more money because of their greed. And if it's like for someone who gain it instantaneously, they would use it like carelessly, just for their own fun. Like you have said it, for prostitutes and gambling, and just for materialistic stuff. So I think either way it can be dangerous. Even if you gain it from hard work, you can have greed. So I think the point of like having money, why it's dangerous, is because you have greed, because you would want to have more, or you would use it for bad stuff.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And by the way, I want to add something in this question.
Hmm.
It can also be dangerous even if you're not doing something bad. You know,
Why?
it can be dangerous if you are flaunting your money on social media. If you are exposing yourself
Hmm.
that you are that
Oh.
you are very rich, because there's also a tendency or possibility that there are some people that might rob you,
Mm, right.
or that may maybe kidnap your children if they know that you are rich, and then of course you have to pay your a ransom.
Yeah.
So in that case, I think it is also a good thing if you are going to remain humble
Hmm.
and not flaunting your money to a public, to a public eye, because you would gain a lot of attention and attraction that you might attract some bad people in your life
Right. Of course.
when you are telling that you have a lot of money. And of course, we know the psychology of people. When they know that you have money, they might ask you, you know to lend them your money. And there are also some people that might envy you or maybe insecure of you. So I think much better if you're gonna keep it to yourself. Even if you say that you are a billionaire, just keep it to yourself, because it's dangerous. Yeah.
So there are different sides of dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm talking, sensible things here, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's true.
yeah.
Because I think when you have a lot of money, it's also harder to form a good friendship
Hmm.
because a lot of people would try to use you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they'll be like they're trying to get into your good favor, but they just want your money.
Yeah. Oh my God. You wouldn't even identify which of those people who are being real or people who are being fake because of your money, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You would have a lot of friends, and there are some relatives that you're not even related blood
Hmm.
related. They will become your relative.
Right. That's right.
And friends,
That's true. Because Jason, I've seen my friend's boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
His parents were very rich, and like a lot of his friends would ask him to go to restaurants, and he ended up like treating all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, wow, that's so fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
And I would be scared and feel lonely if
Mm-hmm.
that happened to me because you don't really know which one of those people is actually your real friend, right?
Yeah. And beside, I have a question to you.
Hmm.
Have you ever experienced having no money at all?
Yeah.
Okay. During that time when you don't have money, do you have friends to help you when you are in trouble when it comes to financial matters?
The thing is, Jason, I have too much pride in myself to ask for money from my friends.
Okay.
I always ask my parents first. I know that we have a different situation, I would
Mm-hmm.
say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I would usually ask for my parents first.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? I experienced that.
Mm-hmm.
When I lost my job back in 2015, I don't even have a single penny in my pocket. You know, I was so devastated, and I had a lot of friends,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what? Although it's so embarrassing, I don't have a choice. I didn't have a choice during that time, so I decided to ask my parent to give me at least 10 pesos just to have a prepaid load in order for me to call those friends if they could lend me some money. And it was so embarrassing to me, but I didn't have a choice. So I have to ask some help from those friends. I've called maybe 50 friends.
50.
Yeah, 50 plus friends from my cell phone numbers, those contact lists. They answered, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but you know what? Never a single soul helped me. So that's the time I decided to be an independent person and not to make friends anymore. Or maybe, or when I make friends, I would just consider it as a friend, but not. I did realize that no one is real when you don't have something. No one, no one.
That's
That was based on my experience, and it was sad. Yeah. So yeah, whenever I feel that I don't have money, I would rather die rather than ask help from anyone.
don't say that.
Yeah, but of course I'm not gonna let it happen again. I I
Yeah,
won't
don't
let
let
it
that
happen
happen.
again. That
Yeah.
is something that I don't want to experience again. Never ever,
Hmm.
never ever again. Okay. So by the way, I think this is gonna be the last question.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. So for this one, you're gonna be the first one to answer
Okay.
this. Okay. So if the person that you love the most, Misty, broke your heart, would you be able to forgive?
Mm-hmm.
Why or why not?
Okay. uh, in terms of family, even if my parents or my brother broke my heart and it happened, I think I would be able to forgive them because I don't know, maybe if a family connection is different in terms, I don't know, in terms of even if they make a mistake, I love them and I just can't broke that connection with them. So if they come back and they do realize what were their wrongdoings and they understand that it hurt my feelings and they regret that, I would be able to forgive them. But in terms of romantic relationship, if it was like infidelity or maybe violence, I wouldn't be able to forgive that person, and I wouldn't be able to go back to that relationship. I would cut off my connection with that person, even if I do still have feelings for that person.
Hmm. So you are, able to forgive even if they did something wrong, right?
Yeah, if
Okay.
it's my family, like my mom, my dad, and my brother. But if it's like in a romantic relationship, like for example, my husband,
Mm-hmm.
if he cheated on me or if he do some violence,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be able to forgive that,
Mm-hmm.
and I wouldn't want to continue that relationship anymore.
Oh, even if you have children.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't think I if I have a children, I wouldn't find a new partner, but I wouldn't have a connection with. I would cut connection with this person as well.
Mm, interesting.
I think so. I don't know. Like I don't want that to happen though.
Yeah, of
I would
course.
want to have a healthy relationship, of course, with my husband in the future. But yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I think this question I answered this before, maybe in the video on YouTube. I don't know
Yeah, I think so too, but I don't remember your
what was my
answer.
answer.
Yeah. Let's do it again.
Let's do it again. I don't know. Maybe my answer before is not the exact answer, but yeah,
Uh-huh.
let me try. Okay.
Okay, I'll ask the question. If the person that you love the most broke your heart, would you be able to forgive?
Okay. Um, I don't know if my answer today is the same as answer as yeah. Okay. If the person that I love the most broke my heart, well, to be honest, my heart has been broken a lot of times. You
Mhm.
know, by different people. Uh, yeah, of course, I'm just a human being, so who am I not to forgive those those people who cause pain in my heart, and yeah, to me, of course, I would be able to forgive them, but it's not easy to forget those experience that I experienced with them. But I would be able to forgive them, but it's not easy to forget, you know. And of course, I have to understand maybe they have reason why they did it. Um, yeah. Oh my God, I don't know what to say in this question. I'm sorry. I was stuck. I was stuck with the same answer. I'm sorry. I keep on repeating it.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
I have a follow-up question though.
Yeah.
You said that you would be able to forgive that person, but you wouldn't be able to forget, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you think that will affect your relationship with that person? Because you can't forget that uh, his or her mistakes.
Mm, of course, it would always remind me about the bad thing that she did. For example, in a romantic relationship, or
Mm-hmm.
let's suppose that my partner cheated on me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that is a cheating, and I'm a man, and there is a pride in me that when I hope it would not happen in the future. For example, if she is just a girlfriend to me in a relationship, and then she cheated on me, and there's something that happened between her and the man, of course I will be disgusted. You know, do you think I will be sleeping with her again? Of course, no, I'm not. I would forgive her. Okay, I think that is okay. You made a mistake, but this relationship is done. Okay, so I have to let go that person, and I have to move on. But that experience would be unforgettable. It would hurt me, but sometimes I have not sometimes. In that case, I have to use my brain, not my heart, because I know that if I would use my heart, it would just make me vulnerable, and I would be the one to suffer if I'm gonna continue the relationship with that person, the girlfriend. But if she is a wife, that is a different story, especially if we had children.
Mm-hmm.
you know I don't even know, I couldn't even imagine what would happen or what would I do. I would forgive her, but if we had a children, especially in my religion, we don't have a divorce. Even here in my country,
Right.
we don't have a law when it comes to divorce, and I would not be able to divorce her. And even if I could, I wouldn't, because we had children, and my children needs, my children need a mommy, a mother to take care of them. But the problem is that, of course, we should live in the same house again. Yeah, we should. Yeah, we should live in the same. We should remain living in a house. Um, would I sleep with her? I couldn't even imagine it. Um, Maybe I should separate. The bed. You should sleep there. I would sleep here.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's disgusting, because someone uses her, and imagining it, it's like I couldn't even put a word in it. It's like, no way. No way. I don't know. I should be the one who is, the first and last, not the first, and then there's someone else in between, and then I'm the last. No way. It's disgusting. Yeah, I couldn't even imagine it. But I'm praying to God that it would not happen to me in the future. That is the thing. So, but for other people, they still accept single mom.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know what I mean. There are some guys out there who would accept single mom. Well, I do respect that, because that is their feeling. I
Mm-hmm.
have to respect that. But in my case, I want to be the first and the last. I don't want I don't want someone, to be sharing with my partner, because to me, my heart, my soul, and spirit couldn't even accept it. It couldn't even imagine it. What about you? Yeah, let me ask you a question. Would
For
it?
what?
Yeah. Okay. Let me give you another scenario or situation. So what?
Okay.
Okay. What if you found someone
Mm-hmm.
who is, a very loyal, a loving person, and he changed, but in his, uh, in his past, okay, let's suppose that he has a dark past, and he was a womanizer, and then he admitted it to you that he was a former womanizer, and he slept with, lots of women, different women,
Mhm.
but he is willing to die for you. He is willing to protect you, and he changed as a man. Would you accept him? That's the question. I don't know.
Mm. Uh, well, I have discussed it a lot with my friend because I grew up in a Christian family
Hmm.
and we are conservative. My family is conservative, so that outside of marriage is like you cannot do that, okay? But so I, of course, I would want to do it only with my husband, right? But if he is the one, like, yeah, the scenario, of course, I don't know, but I don't mind if
Mm.
he is willing to. Um, if I really do love this person and we meet in the circumstance where I see that he's changed, and I can see that he's a good person with a good intentions who loves me as who I am and I love him also.
Mhm.
I think I would be able to accept that. I don't know, like, but my friend said it should be equal, like it should be both first times.
Mm.
But even if even if I think about it, how many times I don't know, but I still think that it's okay. I don't
Mm.
know why though, but yeah.
Oh, so it means it doesn't matter to you if he's not a virgin anymore, and he had a lot of experience when it comes to sleeping with a lot of women. So it doesn't concern you. It doesn't concern you much. It doesn't matter at all.
It does matter a little bit. I'm afraid that he might get diseases.
Okay. What? Let's suppose that he doesn't have any diseases. He
Uh-huh.
is he is clean, and he's changed,
Hmm.
and yeah, he's willing to provide. He's willing to love you. He's the perfect man, and he's the one. But the problem is that he has a that kind of experience that maybe for other girls it might be disgusting, and because he's not a virgin anymore. That's why I ask you that question. So I think women, they have different perspective,
Yeah.
right?
I
But
don't know. I think yeah.
yeah, but I think majority of women, they don't care at all. They would accept the man as long as the man is the one for them. The Mister Right, and he she women, yeah, women don't care at all about the past. But for men, majority of us, but of course I'm not saying that all of us,
Hmm.
we prefer woman. Yeah, we prefer a woman who is a virgin, that we should be the one that is gonna be, the first and the last. I don't
Hmm.
know, but maybe here in Southeast Asia, that is the notion, or that is the culture. But comparing our maybe belief or whatever it is, in a Western country, Western male people, they don't care
Hmm.
about it. If you slept with another man, they would accept you. But on Southeast Asia, maybe because of being a conservative uh, group of people, Asian people.
Hmm.
I don't know, but to me, yeah, that's what I prefer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I would still be. It's not that it doesn't bother me at all. Of course, I would be scared because uh like of course people would compare, right? But what if I know it's funny, right? But what if he doesn't? This is so funny. Why would I even say that? Like, what if he compares me to other people, right? I would think about it, but if he's really the one, I think I would be able to accept that person.
You know what? I'm imagining right now.
Hmm.
If okay, would it be okay if I'm gonna tell it or okay? I think it's not okay.
What?
No, I'm not gonna tell it.
What? What are you going to
um.
say?
Well, there's something in my imagination, but of course, it's kind of a bit dirty. I'm not gonna tell it. It's just an imagination, you know.
What?
it's just
What
a,
is that?
it's just an imagination, you know. I'm imagining right now. A woman that might happen be you know, yeah, a wife or a girlfriend. Oh, let's suppose a what? No, 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 no. A girlfriend. If I would accept a woman who has an experience sleeping with a man or maybe different men,
Mhm.
of course during the time of course the sexual intercourse, okay, let's suppose that I am let's suppose that I am in there, okay, I'm just using my imagination. Of course I would think that, oh my god, this body was used by another man and I don't know what he did to this.
Mhm.
It's like, no way, I'm not gonna continue this. I should dress up and then leave. That's what that's what I'm thinking right now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm gonna cut it off.
So, yes, please don't continue. Uh,
Oh yeah.
well, I mean, I did say something vulgar as well, so
I'm sorry for saying this, but yeah.
no, it's okay.
Yeah.
We're both adults, so it's alright.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please don't put this part on the YouTube
Yeah, I'm
channel.
going to cut this off. Okay. But anyway, thank you for being open minded, Misty. Okay. All right.
uh,
Mhm.
oh my god.
So yeah. Oh yeah. What time is it? It's already
Oh yeah, it's
two
2 2
2:10.
a.m.
Yeah, 2:10.
to 11.
What? By the way, what time are you going to sleep, Misty?
What time are you going to sleep, Jason?
Oh. you you just use the question to me. Maybe 2:30. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's
2:30.
do that.
Okay, let's end this on at 2:30. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. You know what? You made me happy again. This is the time again that I enjoyed talking to someone, and it feels like when I'm talking to you, I couldn't even notice the time. I how many hours have we speaking here?
mhm.
2 hours. Yeah. Now, do you want to continue? There are some question here. Maybe
Okay.
we can continue. I don't know if if, if the yeah, okay. So yeah, in this case, I will be answering the question.
Hmm.
So this is for the fourth question. Mhm. Would you mind if you're gonna read the question for me? So I would feel there's someone asking me the question.
Okay. If you could swap bodies with someone for a day, who would you choose?
Uh huh. Um. Okay. If I could swap bodies with someone for a day, okay, I would choose a body of a beautiful and sexy woman.
Okay.
Well, there are many reasons. Yeah, there are many reasons behind it.
Okay.
Because,
Let's hear that.
well, when I am in that body of a woman for a day, I would like to feel what is the emotion or the mindset or the thinking of a woman when they think. I want to know it. and also when I knew to myself that I'm a very sexy or beautiful person, I would dress up beautifully and I would walk on the street outside, and I would find out, how to be admired by men, by children, older people or young ones, to be look at, you know. Maybe I would experiment, um, wearing a clothes with a sexy clothes. What would what will be the reaction of men or people around me? And also, I would wear a decent clothes. I want to know what will be the reaction of people, and then of course, maybe that's also an opportunity for me. When I'm alone, I would, I would, yeah, I would see myself in the mirror, naked. Yeah, naked. Of course, I want to see it, and
Jesus.
why? Why are you laughing?
No, it's just that I don't know why, but you're terribly honest today.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know, but yeah, yeah. That's it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there are some follow-up questions that I would like to ask.
Okay. What is it?
The first one is why do you want to know the mindset of a woman? Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, because it's very hard to explain. You know, when they are angry, when my ex girlfriend, when she's angry, I don't even know what's the reason behind it. Why she is angry with me? And sometimes every time she is a very moody person, and it's like it's depressing. It makes me depressed
Mm.
every time that I was with her. It makes me sad. it,
Oh.
instead of being happy, being around her, it makes me sad
Mm.
because of her attitude. Yeah, I don't want to talk about her anymore, but yeah, that's what this part of my experience.
Uh,
Yeah.
can I ask this?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, sure.
Do you still have feelings for her?
Do I still have feelings with her? Well, that is a good question. Okay. Maybe I have to rate a scale of 100%. Okay, one is the least and 100 is the highest.
Mm-hmm.
I would say at least there's still, maybe less than 10%.
Mm.
Yeah, less than 10% because I still consider those, memories that I had with her, especially when, during the first time of the relationship, it was um, exciting,
Mhm.
all of the sweetness that you could imagine. Yeah, it's there, but during the seventh, 6 or 7 or so, that was the time that she began to change the way she treated me. The respect was lost, and I don't like it. But yeah, it's okay. I already moved on. But yeah, yeah. Are you still there?
Yeah. Okay,
uh,
last question.
uh
Um, why do you want to compare how men look at women while they're dressing so open and like while they're dressing decently?
Well, I just want to feel the feeling of being admired when I'm when I'm in the body of a woman, because I already know what is the feeling of being admired being a man. I'm sorry. uh, it,
It's just so funny.
yeah,
Uh,
you know what? When yeah, me as myself, when I was, in a public
mhm.
transportation, on a train, I would, oh my god, I cannot even speak it. Um, there there are people who are looking at me, um, women and men. It's like their eyes are glued on me, and me as a man. Why are these guys looking at me? It's kind of like, are they looking for trouble? I'm a man.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
There are
then
people looking at you.
yeah, when there are people looking at me, women and men, and it's okay when I'm being stared by women, but it's awkward when I'm being stared by men. Because to me, I'm a man, and maybe these guys are they looking for troubles? I don't know.
Hmm.
It's awkward to me, so that's why I chose a body of a woman because I want to know the feeling of, maybe men would stare at me differently when I'm in a body of a woman. A body of a woman who is a very sexy and a beautiful
Hmm.
woman. Uh, I wouldn't know the reaction of those guys. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, okay, Misty, it's your turn. I'm gonna ask you a question
Okay.
now. Okay. So, if you could swap bodies with someone for a day, who would you choose? And yeah, why?
You don't press the
Wait,
time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was actually waiting for your answer, but I was not. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jason. If I could swap bodies with someone for a day, I think it would be with my brother because we are not in a good relationship for a very long time, and we have hated each other for years. And at first, I thought that it wouldn't affect me, but it turns out that it's one of my source of pain and sadness. And I remember I was talking to him, and he said that I don't understand him and I don't know what he's doing. He did that I don't know anything about him. So I just want to know what he's thinking or what's making him in pain, and I want to know what can make him happy, I guess, so that I can help him in real life. Yeah, I guess that's it.
Mhm, mhm. Oh, wait. Is that an older brother or a younger
Older
brother?
brother.
Okay, so you're always with a fight with your
Yeah,
brother. Okay. Um, by the way, I forgot how many siblings do you have?
I only have one sibling.
Oh, so you're the
Yeah,
last. Yeah, the the
yeah, I'm the
only
only
daughter.
daughter.
Uh-huh. So you're just
Yeah,
two.
there's just the two of us.
Uh, okay. And you mentioned that you don't. He mentioned, as you mentioned to me, he mentioned that you don't
Yeah.
understand him, right? Uh-huh. And he also said that he is one of the cause of your pain and
Mhm.
sadness. Why is that?
Ah, even thinking about it
I'm
makes me
sorry.
sad.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry for
okay.
asking that.
Well, I'm the one who answered this question. Um, Sometimes when I don't know, maybe I do. I thought that I don't care about him, but when he's going through something painful or when I heard that he's not doing well, I just don't feel good. And um, I don't know. I want him to be successful. I want him to be happy, even if it doesn't benefit me. I
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes when I feel sad or when I get depressed, sometimes if I remember him, it would make everything worse. Because I know that
Mm-hmm.
I want him to be happy, but he cannot do that because um, he was in the
Hello.
even if I don't get
Hello.
to see or talk to him a lot. Well, he's the only brother that I have. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So another question: do you feel that he knows that you are concerned about him? Do you know that he knows, or do you feel that he knows that you are concerned about him?
No, I don't think he knows. I think
Mm.
I think he thought that I'm underestimating him. What
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't know is that ever since I was little, I was always idolizing him. So I
Mm-hmm.
have a lot of respect for him, but I do hate him because he said harsh words to my parents. I feel like that
Mm.
he has a lot of anger in.
Yeah, hello. Hello. I think you are being disconnected, Misty.
You get this kind. Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Sometimes he
Yeah.
would bang the wall. Sometimes he would say harsh words to me or to my parents. And the thing is, when he said it to me, it really hurts me a lot. I don't know why, but it just hurts me because he was like one of the figure that I idolize, you know. And
Mm-hmm.
there's this one time where I give him a book and a letter. So I wrote in that
Mm-hmm.
letter that you shouldn't be wasting your talent. You should be go out there doing something out the world because he's very smart and he has a lot of
Mm-hmm.
achievements when he was in college and when he was in high school. So I think it would be a waste if he didn't use that talent. And I said that you shouldn't be wasting your time just at home. And then he said that I don't understand him, that I was underestimating him, saying that you I don't know what he's doing with his life. So don't pry. You're just someone younger than me. You don't know about life. And it really hurts me when he said that because he was very angry when he said that to me. And I was like, did I do something wrong? I was just trying to reach out to him because we haven't talked for um, months. And and he did say like, good luck with life. Like it's, it's so scary to even hear it from him. So I decided I don't want to talk to him anymore unless he tried to reach out first. I'm sorry, I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking too much about my personal life.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'm actually listening and understanding. The situation of
Yeah.
your brother. Mm, I don't want to say that I do understand him, but there is a thing that sometimes men are they have this kind of
Yes.
pride, you know, they or ego or pride that they don't want to be told with something that they have to do this or to do that. Even sometimes we as men, we are aware of, if we are doing something bad or wrong, we are aware of it. And we want that we are the one who is going to realize about the stupid things that we've done. But when there is someone, especially a sibling, a sister or a brother telling us what to do, especially if that someone is younger than us, it feels like humiliating. So it hurts the pride or the ego of, well, maybe I don't want to say it, but it feels like it, because I do
Hmm.
understand, because I'm a man.
And a
you
brother.
know your brother, yeah, your brother, I know that he knows what
Hmm.
he's doing. He knows that he is doing something, yeah, something wrong or something bad, something stupid things, when it comes to those bad decisions or whatever, wasting a time, wasting the talent, whatever. He knows it, but he doesn't want to be told about the realization that he is doing something wrong, because it feels like humiliating to him that his little sister is telling something good about it, that he should change or improve, develop something. So that's why he gets angry, perhaps. And when it comes to your parents, I don't know, I'm not sure about it, but men are men. Sometimes there are some good men that whatever the parents would tell them, they won't fight with the parents because they do respect the parents. But there are also some men that when they are being reprimanded, they would fight with the parents. And men are different. Dif- yeah, it's like we are same men but different species. So, I don't know how to explain it, but I think it is much. Of course, I don't want to
Hmm.
be an expert here, but this is the thing. It is much better if you're not gonna tell your
Hmm.
brother what to do or whatever. Don't show your
Hmm.
concern to him. Let him, yeah, let him. If he's doing drugs, if he's doing,
No, he's not doing drugs.
just
It's
for
okay.
example only. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For example only. Let me use an example. If he is doing drugs and you know it, and then, or maybe yeah, he's doing something wrong, don't tell it that he's doing something wrong. Let him realize it with himself. And then once he got into a jail, and then realized that he did something wrong, he would regret it. And he would realize that you as a family are the one who is right and not him.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry when I shouldn't I shouldn't intervene into family
No, it's
matters, but
alright.
yeah, it's just my opinion.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
okay. It's
sorry.
good to have some perspective on it because I'm just scared that he thinks that I'm underestimating him, but I'm not. I love him as a brother. That's all what I'm saying. Because it really pains me when he is in pain and angry, and I'm scared that he doesn't know it. It's all.
You know what? Your brother should stumble upon this, recorded video on on YouTube. I don't know if he would be able to recognize your voice, but yeah, I hope so. Maybe in the future, but of course we do
Mhm.
not know. Yeah.
Oh, it's time. But there's one question that I want to ask.
Ah,
Uh,
yeah, sure, sure, sure.
you have siblings, right?
Yeah,
Um, how many siblings, Jason? Are you like the oldest one, the eldest?
yeah. Yes, I'm the eldest. I'm the first
Oh,
born son. We are five brothers. We don't have a
five
sister.
brothers.
Yeah, I have four siblings, so we are
Wow.
five.
I guess that's the reason why you're so independent.
I don't know, but
Have you ever feel humiliated by your brothers? Like the way that I did.
no, not yet. I
Mm.
haven't yet. No one was able to tell me that I'm doing something wrong. I'm always the one who is giving them an advice and motivation. Yeah. No one. Yeah, no one. I think I am, maybe I was destined to be the firstborn son in order for in order for me to reprimand those little brothers of mine, that they should do something, better, or maybe better than me, you know.
I thought you have a
And yeah.
sister.
Oh no, I don't have a
A
sister.
cousin, maybe?
Yeah. yes, I'm not even close with my, cousins or relatives. It's like we don't have the same feather, I'm not into their, in their same,
Frequency?
what is this? The same mind. Yeah, frequency. Yeah. I'm not close with my relatives, cousins, relative cousins.
Because I remember you telling me a story. Um,
Hmm.
it's about your good looks. You said
Okay.
that one your sibling was going to an interview, I guess, and then you accompany your sibling, and then the interviewer was so like stuck with you because he thinks that you're good looking. Do you remember that?
I don't know. I don't remember it. But what I remember is my
Uh-huh.
uncle. My uncle, when he told me that I have to accompany him
Uh-huh.
in the marketplace to to buy some vegetables, fruits,
Uh-huh.
and some meat. When we were walking on the street of the marketplace, oh my god, everyone were looking at me, and it feels like, no, I I want to stay home. I want to go home because it's
Mhm.
uncomfortable when people are looking at you, staring at you,
Mm.
and especially those elder mothers who are selling
Mhm.
vegetables. They would they would grab me. They would grab me. Oh my god, this boy is so handsome. It's like, no.
Southeast Asian mothers are funny.
Yeah, yeah, Southeast Asian
Yeah.
mothers. They would grab my arms, and then they would say, "Oh my god, this boy is so handsome. Is this your son?" No, that is my nephew. My uncle said.
Ah, so funny.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think the time's over.
Uh yeah. But yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, before we end up this conversation, Misty, I wanna thank you again. I will always tell you that I'm always enjoying talking to you, and yeah, I hope in the next meeting, we would have a time to talk, to talk
Of
again.
course. Yeah.
So I'm not even feeling that I'm practicing my English. I'm just talking and enjoying the conversation with you. That's what I feel. You know,
That's great then.
Even though sometimes
No,
I'm
you're
messing up,
not.
but yeah, I apologize for it.
I yeah.
Yeah.
I really
Mhm.
like talking to you as well. I don't know why, but it feels like I'm happy, and I can express myself more. So yeah. And
Mhm.
I don't know, you're really good
I'm
at
also
bringing out and asking questions, so it's easier for me to say things.
Well, you too, Misty. You're the only one who is asking me follow-up questions, but there are some people who don't even who don't even ask me follow-up questions. You're the only one who is asking me follow-up questions. So that's why I'm enjoying talking to
Oh,
you. You know, it really makes sense to me, and I'm glad that I met you here on this platform. It's not a, what is it? A sweet words? No, I'm not saying sweet words. I'm just being honest to you. I can say whatever I want because you are, um, I don't know. It's like you are very open-minded and you do understand me. Even if I say something, I know that you are going to correct me, and I know that you are going to understand me. You know, yeah.
uh, yeah, and I really like when you say, no, it's okay, I'm listening, those words is a really great comfort for me. And you're you're always doubting your English skill, but to me it's really good.
Well, it's broken. It's broken English.
Just like your channel.
It's not perfect yet. It's not perfect yet. Yeah.
You're on your way to be
Uh-huh.
perfect.
Oh yeah, I can see it. I appreciate it that you tell it. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, Misty, how are we going
Oh,
to end this?
should
By
I send
countdown?
my email first?
Ah,
I
yeah, yeah,
I
of course.
uh-huh.
By the way, uh-huh. By the way, this PowerPoint presentation, if I'm gonna press the escape button here, the recorded video, yeah, the recording will stop. So yeah, it will stop when I press
Mm-hmm.
the escape here on my keyboard. So the other conversation, like your email would not be recorded anymore. So I'm gonna press now the escape button here, so it
Oh,
means it
okay.
would escape. Ah, yeah, it would escape. So yeah, thank you for listening, viewers. Subscribe to my channel. Yeah.
Okay. Should
Okay.
I send it here
Okay, I'm
or
gonna
should
press.
I send it on the chat box?
I think it will much better if you're gonna send it on the chat
Okay.
box. So yeah, I'm gonna press the escape button now, so the recording will stop. Okay, so
Bye
goodbye
bye,
everyone.
viewers.